YouTube, stop sympathizing with Naruto villains. That's the problem. I kind of see it, but I kind of don't. But we gonna get into the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, please. Thank you for watching.
A villain problem, you just have a questionable morality. And when I say this, I don't mean it as an attack, but more so in the way that whenever we discuss the villains in Naruto, the immediate reaction is to say that, whoa, these villains aren't actually villains, they're broken heroes. And while that may be true, at least in some capacity, it starts to become a problem when we start blaming the author for you sympathizing with these characters. And obviously, I'm not completely absolving the author from whatever writing decisions they make, since they do have some stakes in the way how a character is going to be perceived, but generally your reception to that person's or that character's backstory and nuance or whatnot is completely up to you. And the reason this topic came to mind is because recently I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across this image. It's a pretty popular image of Itachi taking out the children during the Uchiha massacre. And the problem wasn't the image itself, it was that in the comment section someone made this remark essentially saying that Kishimoto was trying to whitewash Itachi's character in Shippuden because he got a backstory or whatnot. And seeing that comment kind of sparked this, I wouldn't say fire, under me, where I came to the realization that a lot of people are blaming their own moral positioning.
I was saying, I think, yeah, okay. Basically, people was calling me crazy for saying Itachi is not a hero. How are you a hero? You wiped out your own clan. Yeah, your intentions were good, but they don't make you a hero. You killed your clan to stop a war. So to stop killing from happening, you killed anyway. A hero would have resolved issues on both sides without killing. He wasn't a hero. On top of that, he gaslighted his brother, made him more confused and even more easy to manipulate. Sasuke don't know nothing. Had you told him, yeah, this is why I did this, he would have understood better. But it took him till he was 17, thinking, dang, my brother just killed the clan for no reason. He did it for a reason. It's just that could have been prevented. Sasuke going on this rampage is partially Itachi's fault. Obviously, Itachi can't make him do anything, but bro, he is not a hero. Why we act like Itachi is a hero? He's not. I can relate to him, but I didn't kill no clan. I ain't gonna lie. And he's not a hero for killing his clan. I don't care what nobody says.
On Kishimoto and the Naruto series as a whole, because at least from my perspective, there was nothing about Itachi that we learned that changed my perception of him, at least down to that core fundamental level. Because obviously our perception of him is gonna change given the context that we know of, but no amount of nuance and character backstory changed my feeling of Itachi, which is that this dude was an asshole. And I think the series is telling you that although he made these decisions and they were done for the right reason, he's still an asshole, and you should look at him as an asshole. Itachi is—
look at how he did Sasuke when he met him, when he seen him again for the first time in some years. He puts him in Tsukiyomi and breaks his arm and chokes him out. How is that a good person? Mind you, this didn't need to happen. I know they was only pretending to take Naruto, but you didn't need to put him in Tsukiyomi. Bro, why you beating him up like you didn't already cause enough pain to him, bro? I don't know how people are just sitting here saying oh, no, he wasn't a good brother, bro. He wasn't. I'm sorry, he's not.
a very flawed character, and that's one of the things that makes him so compelling. And to try and reduce his character to just, oh, he was bad now, and since he got context and a backstory, we should now look at him as this purely good person, I think that's a terrible way of looking at media and a terrible way of looking at Naruto itself. Itachi is a very nuanced character, and as I said earlier, I think one of the best parts of his character is the fact that you can look at what he did and still come to the conclusion that yes, what he was doing was for the right reason, but at the end of the day, what he did was majorly messed up and costed a lot for the people that he cared about. And as such, it is completely fair to still not like him even after all of the context and the nuance is revealed. And it doesn't even stop at Itachi. This goes for every single character in Naruto, and if you're a fan of another series, you can find parallels in there as well. Learning about Nagato's backstory and what happened to
Literally, people be saying, oh, well, he was a victim. He was a victim. He was a victim. So you know what he did? Murked everybody. How does that even equate, gang? It's not even the same thing. Like, we can understand why he is how he is, but he did choose to destroy all them people.
him and what caused him to become Pain doesn't diminish what he did. What he did was still messed up. He still killed a lot of people, and just because we now know the reason why he did that, it doesn't make what he did, like, it doesn't water it down. It's still there if you are robust in your moral positioning. I'm the type of person where I can understand why you did something, but I can still look at what you did as being bad, and that holds true for both my analysis of fictional media as well as the real world. This is also why it stuns me when people say that Kabuto should have never had a backstory, which is fine if it's just your personal preference and you prefer characters without backstories, but to say that his backstory was only there to whitewash the characters or simply there to garner sympathy is a bit disingenuous. The way how I see backstories in fiction is that they aren't there for you to garner sympathy unless it's literally written to do that, but rather for you to get an understanding as to why we got to this place, especially if that series is one that is grounded in human emotion and the characters are written like
literally. Backstories are only to show why the character is how he is. It's not to sway your opinion. Unless, like the video said, unless it's literally written like that, it's not. That's not the point. That's not the purpose. It's not to sway your opinion. I feel like the only person whose backstory didn't make sense of why he is how he is Danzo. Danzo is trash, but somehow he has so much power. Like, he manipulated so many things that happened in Naruto. How do you have this much power? You got some stuff to do with Yahiko getting killed? You're from the Leaf Village. Why are you over there? Like, what are you doing? But yeah, people like to excuse, oh, well, he had a bad childhood, so the fact that he killed 300 people is okay, because we understand. No, we don't. We understand why he did it, but we agree that it's wrong.
Humans, then you would want to know why a character is doing what they're doing. Because although it's fine to have characters that are simply evil just for the sake of being evil, when you're writing a series that is as nuanced as Naruto and is very political and emotional, and it builds off of the interpersonal interactions between people and these reactions that happen, you sort of create a situation where it necessitates a reason. Kabuto is a bad guy. Why is he a bad guy? What drove him to be a bad guy? Yes, there are cases of people just being born psychopaths, but realistically, something has to happen for you to get down to that place. But also, don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with characters like Frieza or Kid Buu or Sukuna or whatnot, because those serve their own functions and have their own appeals, and what I'm trying to do here isn't to demonize any one archetype and put up another one, but rather make a point about how this isn't
one archetype, or no, one thing that I do like though is like learning why a character is so evil, because then it just helps you understand. Most people have their reasons for stuff. Like, they have something that shaped them into the person they are today. And to me, that's interesting. Like, I love, like, learning. Not, I wouldn't say learning, but, like, knowing why. I guess you would say learning. But knowing why somebody is how they is. And it's like, okay, I can understand. That doesn't excuse what they did, but it gives you an insight into what caused, them to be how they are.
Really problem on the nuance side, and that if you have a problem, then the problem is most likely with you. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this rant style video. I wanted to get this off my chest, so the video.
Oh, question. Do y'all like the old Naruto designs? I seen some people say they did like them. Like, Naruto's old design was cool, but I didn't like how Sakura's was. I don't think it made her look, I don't know, like more rugged, I guess. I don't know, but let me know what y'all think. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate everybody for watching the video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.